Hi everyone, so today I want to talk very quickly about color correctors. Now honestly I never really used to use them when I was flying. I only got to know about them quite recently, and I absolutely love them. So I actually wanted to try this color corrector from this particular brand called LA Colors. I've actually heard a lot about it, and I picked it up on my US trip. And I've heard that it's really good, very creamy texture and things like that, so I wanted to give it a go. There are a lot of color correctors that you could use on your face, but I just want to talk about these two that I have been using. I've been obsessed with using a green color corrector because it really helps with the redness on my skin. So instead of putting up a lot of foundation, I realized that color correctors are really a good way to get that kind of nice makeup on your face. And I definitely recommend people who are going for interviews to use color correctors because they kind of help you have that right base before you put that foundation on. Because if you put a lot of foundation just to cover your marks and the redness and things like that, then eventually the foundation tends to dry a little bit and stuff like that. So a definite recommendation would be to use color correctors. So as I was just saying, that primarily I use the green one. As you can see, I do have quite a fair bit of redness on my skin, and especially with all the acne that's been happening recently. So that's something for the redness for the face. And then I do have dark circles as well. As you guys can see, I don't have anything on my face except for my basic skincare right now. And I love using the orange color corrector for my dark circles. So obviously based on your skin tone, the color corrector will change for your dark circles. I believe if you have a fair skin, you would want to use something on the peachier side. But for me, because I have more of a tan skin, so I use orange as the base. So I actually don't really use concealer for my dark circles because just the color corrector with foundation just does a great job. I mean, I do have a concealer as well if I really have to put it, which I'll share with you later because it's again one of my favorite concealers and I love the brand. So yes, let me show you basically how I use them. I did use it a little bit before, so that's why it's already open, but this is what I primarily do. And actually I forgot my sponge on this trip, so I have to use my hands, which I usually don't. But yeah, so a prominent place where you would want to use your color corrector would be, oops, can you guys hear me? Around your nose, and we're gonna go closer onto this one. So I have to say it's really easy to spread because it already has like a brush kind of thing, which is quite smooth. Okay, one thing that I didn't really like is that it comes out a lot in terms of the quantity, because when I take it out of like a bottle or something, I can control the quantity, but because it has this kind of brush, so I'm not able to control the quantity. But I mean, it's still quite creamy. It's quite nice in texture, which I really like. So now we're actually going to use the orange corrector, and we're going to go for my dark circles. I have to be a little bit cautious, I suppose, when I use this. Okay. Hey, I definitely look scary. So let's go ahead and spread it a little bit. So if you guys can see, you can already see a difference actually in my dark circles. Like, they don't look so prominent. And of course, I'm gonna top it up with my favorite foundation from Estee Lauder. It's a double wear. Very nice and creamy texture again. The one that I use is a 5W1 bronze, but of course you have to figure out what your skin shade is. So as I said, I don't really have my sponge, which I'm badly missing. But we're gonna use our fingers. Okay, so as I said, I don't really use any concealer, so I'm just gonna use my foundation. Here we go. Oh, I'm missing my sponge so much. So, I believe if you've been watching this video from the start, you would have noticed that there was this red acne patch that I had here, and you could see that how flawlessly it's kind of gotten covered. So yeah, I mean, I think it's really good in terms of giving you a really good flawless base to put your foundation on. And as I said, I don't really use a concealer. So I wanted to show you guys the concealer, but you know what? I didn't get it with me. I'm so sorry. I'll make a video on that one another time. And so basically for this makeup to stay in place, we're just gonna use some of the brushes that I didn't forget, and then we're gonna use the finishing powder. Followed by my medium deep A95 mineralized finish compact from MAC. We're going with the eyeshadow palette from Malaysia Airlines. And yeah, recently I've stopped using eyeliners and I love using this eyeshadow palette for my lower For lipstick, we'll be using the MAC Goodbye Kiss. Sorry, I keep forgetting the names. Okay, and we're